video is to guide you through the steps for you to inform OCR which units are having a reduction in assessment for the Cambridge Nationals qualifications. The submission window opens on the 22nd of April and closes on the 15th of May. This is the window for submitting your information to us on the reduction in assessment and also your head of centre declaration. So log into your Interchange account with your usual browser. You will see on the left-hand task menu a new area entitled Reduction in Assessment. Hover over this title and an additional box will appear with the options to select qualification and head of centre declaration. In this video, we will be covering the qualification information first. Once you have selected the qualification, you will then see the reduction in assessment area, which contains details and information on the reduction in assessment adaptation. For the Cambridge Nationals, the first thing that you need to do is let us know the number of units that you will be planning to have a reduction in assessment for students that are certificating after June 2022. This will mainly be your Year 10 cohorts. On this main reduction in assessment page, there is a paragraph which covers these students that are certificating after June 2022. And in that paragraph, you will find a link to a form, and this will take you through to a SurveyMonkey form. This will open up in a new window. This form will ask you to complete your centre details. Once you have selected or entered your centre details, the next step is to let us know which subjects you deliver. And then we will ask you to enter the number of students that you plan to have a reduction in assessment for the relevant units. If you do not have any students using the reduction in assessment for any units, then please leave the box blank. Finally, we will ask which series you are planning to make certification entries. You can complete this form in stages, as each time you fill it in, your information will auto-save. It will auto-save until you finally submit it through to OCR. So please do not submit the form until all of your qualification information is complete. If your numbers change, you will be able to confirm this to us when you provide the detailed information which will be in the series of certification for the students. You will not need to resubmit this form. So we've covered the form for the students that are certificating after June 2022. We are now going to look back and go through entering your information for those students certificating this summer, so in June 2022. So once again, back to Interchange, and on the reduction in assessment screen, you can now select the June 2022 series from the drop-down option. The next screen will appear, and this will have all of your qualifications that you have entries for under your centre number. Your qualifications are listed by entry code. If you wish to reorder them, you can do so by clicking on the heading titles. When you first access this page, you will see your qualifications listed, and they will show the status of not started. You will be completing information on a separate spreadsheet for each subject. So to choose your first qualification, go along to the Action tab, and under that select the Edit button next to the relevant qualification. This will then move to the next screen, and you can select to download a new template. When you click Download New Template, the file will appear in your Downloads area on your device for you to open. Once you've opened the spreadsheet, you will see that it is pre-populated with your candidate entry data. There are two tabs in this spreadsheet, and it is advisable to view the Help tab, as this provides useful information to guide you through the completing of the spreadsheet. So you will be completing your spreadsheet by putting a Y into the column of the unit that you wish to reduce assessment. This character, the Y, can be upper or lower case, but no other characters can be used. Units that are being assessed as normal are left blank. For Cambridge Nationals, you can only select one unit for a candidate. If you need to make amendments to any of the details on the spreadsheet, then please contact OCR. So let's move back to the first tab to complete the spreadsheet. So you will enter a Y in the column of the relevant unit for the particular candidate. Once you have completed your spreadsheet, please save your file in the document area on your device. The spreadsheet can be saved in any file name that you will recognise, but it must be saved in Excel format. Once the spreadsheet is saved, you will then move back to the Interchange page for that qualification, and you are now ready to upload the file. The screen will now show the option to upload your saved file. So select Upload File, choose the relevant file in your documents, and then click Upload. Once you've clicked Upload, you'll see the status showing as validating file and a pop-up message that shows you that you now need to click back to the main dashboard. When you return to the dashboard, you will see the status of that file as validating. Please click Refresh to see the updated status, and this may take a few minutes to complete. As a top tip, whilst your file is validating, you can continue to work on the other spreadsheets for the other subjects. Should Interchange time out, or if you need to log out of the system, your data will continue to validate and it will save. Once validation is complete, the file will now show as ready to submit, or it could show as file has errors. So we will now show you the process of amending a file should you have any errors showing. So to do this, select the qualification that is showing it has errors and needs amending by clicking on the word Edit on the screen next to that qualification. On the next screen, please select the View Errors button, and this will bring the errors file into your download area. You will then be able to open this spreadsheet so that you can view all of the errors in detail and you'll be able to see what needs to be amended. It's worth noting that for the Cambridge Nationals, you can only reduce assessments for units that you have entries for in that series. So the example on the screen shows the error message that you will receive if you have claimed reduction in assessment for a unit which does not have an entry for the June 2022 series. Once you have viewed your errors, the next step is to download the file that you've previously uploaded so that you can amend your errors. Once you have downloaded the file and made your amendments, then please resave the amended version in your documents. Once again, please make sure this is saved in Excel format. Once it is saved, then click on Replace File. Choose the file that you've just saved and then click Upload. You will see the status as validating and once again the pop-up message which shows that you need to click back to the dashboard. Please click Refresh to see the updated status. On the dashboard, you will now see files that are ready to submit. So you can select the files by clicking on the boxes next to the qualifications. Once they are selected, you can then click Submit. You will get a pop-up box to confirm that you are ready to submit. So you check the box and confirm and submit by using the button. You will then receive a green pop-up box, which is confirming that you have successfully submitted your files. If you need to make any further changes whilst the submission window is still open, then you can select to reopen the relevant file. You can download the file, which will be the version that you have already submitted. You can make any amendments that you may have, resave, and then replace file. Once you have submitted your files, if you would like to view and save a copy of your submitted files, then you can select to reopen, and then you can download the file that was submitted to us. So once your files have all been submitted to OCR, the Head of Centre needs to complete the Head of Centre declaration form. This declaration is to confirm that they have met the eligibility requirements for the reduction in assessment. So we will now show you how to download and submit your Head of Declaration form. One form will cover both Cambridge Nationals and Cambridge Technicals for both certificating years, if this is applicable to your centre. So once again, go to the declaration, Head of Centre declaration, which is found under the reduction in assessment on the task menu, and then select to upload Head of Centre declaration. Go to the hyperlink, which is in the text, to download the declaration form. And this will take you to an editable PDF form on the OCR website. There are two options for completing the declaration. The first one is the exams officer can download the form and send it to the Head of Centre. They can then complete it and sign it, and then return it to the exams officer, ready for being uploaded to the system. An alternative option is for the exams officer to download the form whilst the Head of Centre is present and complete the form online. Now for this video, we are using a test site, so we cannot show you live data. So we are just showing some screenshots of how the pages will appear on your systems. And this is just showing you a view of what that form will look like. So whichever way you have completed the form, please make sure that you have then saved it in your documents area on your device. You will then, once it's saved, go back to the Head of Centre declaration page on Interchange. You will select the academic year, and then you will upload your declaration form by selecting the Upload button. It will then appear to show that it has been submitted. You can open the PDF to view it, or you can choose to replace the form if you need to whilst the submission window is open. And just a reminder that the submission window is 22nd of April until the 15th of May. We have detailed articles on the OCR website, and we also have a step-by-step guide which talks through completing this process. If you have any queries about the process or of your forms, then please contact the OCR customer support team or your customer support manager. Thank you for watching this demonstration video.